Good evening, everyone. This is Saurav here. Can anyone give a quick confirmation that my voice is clear to everyone? I hope chat is enabled. Okay, thanks. So we'll wait for 2 more minutes and then we'll start for today's session. Okay, I think most of has joined. So let's start for today's session. So today we are going to discuss one of the very important topic of the field of data science, machine learning and AI, that how to use what is the opportunities out there in the field of data science, what is the difference between the machine learning, data science, deep learning, how you can grab the best opportunities for yourself and multiple things. Okay, so let me share my screen quickly. Okay, I hope the screen is visible. Please give the confirmation in the chat message. And we'll try to understand what is the use of the data and what is the data in the scenario of the data science and machine learning. So when we talk about the data science, so data is the oil for that. So whatever the data we see throughout the internet, either it is images are there present on the internet, either it can be PDFs, it can be documents, it can be the different websites, whatever things you are doing on the web, any website, whatever the crawling you are doing on any social media channels or any Amazon or Flipkart or somewhere. So at that time, whatever the data is getting generated, so that data gets stored somewhere, whatever the orders you are placing. So all these things are nothing but the data. And companies are using this data to do the future prediction. Suppose if we take one example, like in weather forecasting. So what happens in weather forecasting, company has the last 50 or 60 years of data. So whatever things has happened in the last 50 to 60 years, that data they are using to do the prediction for the future. So how they do that? Suppose take the example like what is the wind speed of the wind, what is the direction of the wind, what is the destination when it will reach to that destination, what is the cloud density at that destination, how much density means how much percentage of temperature was there. So all these parameters are there, and against that one parameter that we call the how much raining happened at that specific time frame. So we have this data for the last couple of years. By using that data, we try to do the prediction for the future, that what will happen in the future. So we have the new numbers, that what is the direction of the wind, which is coming from XYZ locations, what is the speed, what is the density of the clouds, and all these parameters. And by using that, we try to do the prediction that what happened in the past, so what can happen in the future, right? So in the same way, means if you take any examples, somewhere you will see that similar type of data sets you will get in the tabular format, where you will have the dependent columns and independent columns. Okay, you will have some data in tabular structured format in rows and columns. So we'll see with one example that how exactly this data science, machine learning, and AI works for the different industries, and how you can take the benefit of that. The way the industry is revolving, the number of new jobs are opening in the field of data science and AI and machine learning. In future, in the next 2 to 3 years, you will see that most of the companies, not only the IT companies, most of the companies in the market will have the data scientist, data analyst, machine learning engineer, AI engineer, data engineer, or other people who are required for the AI type of work. Okay, so this is the normal trend going on throughout the industry. And as the ChatGPT and the Google Bard has came, so there is much more power came in the AI. So you can see that means the way people are using the ChatGPT throughout the world, they are using the ChatGPT for the different, either it is content generation, or it can be even writing the emails or anything, for each and every task, for writing the code, all these things. So because of that, even a non-technical person also can easily become a developer. He can easily transform his career to data science, machine learning, and AI, because he can take the help from these smart tools who will help him on behalf of without having that much intelligence. So it's not required that you should be smart coder, it should be programmer by from birth. So it's not required that thing. Now you can just learn from the ChatGPT and all these things. You can just ask the questions and you can get that. So multiple things are going on in the market, and you will see that in upcoming days, most of the industries will have the data scientists and AI/ML engineers. Okay, so let's start to understand that what is the difference between the artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. So when we talk about the artificial intelligence, so it's not one language. It's not one specific thing that is called the artificial intelligence. So AI is very big domain. Under that domain, machine learning, data science, deep learning, IoT, multiple things comes, robotics, all these things are the part of the artificial intelligence. So wherever we are doing the mimicry of human behavior, that we call the artificial intelligence. The thing which we can do as a human, if the same thing is getting done by the machines, that we call the artificial intelligence, right? So to do that thing, you can use the different technologies. So machine learning is one way to get that work done. Deep learning is one way to get that work done. Robotics, IoT, these are the medium through that we do that artificial intelligence tasks, right? So lots of people has the confusion that means if I want to learn the artificial intelligence, so machine learning is not part of that, or the deep learning is not part of that, or the data science is not part of that. They all are correlated or sub part of artificial intelligence. When you are working on the data science, you are working in AI. When you are working in machine learning, you are working in AI. When you are doing any deep learning applications, you are working in AI. So what is the machine learning then? So the way we say that means machine learning, let's take one example here. Like there is one banking application, and in that banking application, they want to find out is that person is eligible for any loan or not. So if you go to the bank and if you ask that, miss, could you check my eligibility for the loan? He will ask you some questions like if, tell me your salary and tell me your age. Okay, so suppose he takes the two parameters. If your salary is less than 20,000, okay, if your salary is less than 20K and your age is less than suppose 25, in this case, your loan will get disapproved. Your loan will get rejected. So here we write one rule in Python, machine learning, C#, or any other programming languages, not in machine learning, but in other programming languages like C#, C, C++, you will write these types of rule that we call the rule-based mechanism. You write the traditional programs and complete your task. But in machine learning, we do not write these types of rules. It is the job of that machine learning algorithm to create these rules automatically on behalf of our human rules. It creates the algorithms, it creates the different patterns by using the data. So what are the data we pass? We pass like 20 years of data, 15 years of data, what was happening in the previous scenario. So you will have the thousands of records. Then you will tell to that machine learning model, take this data, learn from that, and tell me what can be the output. Is it the upload or not, right? So that we call the machine learning. We'll go in depth of the machine learning in the next slide. Deep learning is the subset of the machine learning. So we'll try to understand this machine learning and deep learning in the next two slides. So let's see here, like there is one example. The example which I'm going to explain here right now, it is the same example or common example. If you want to go to work on any AI project, any data science project, machine learning project, you will find out that the structure will be the same, the algorithm will be the same, the base will be the same. Okay, so let's take the data. Like your boss has given you one problem statement, and in that you have to find out that what is the object present in this image. Is it car or not? Okay, so how you will do that? As a human, you can see it and you can tell that this is the car, but how the machine will tell is it a car or not? So you have this data, like you will get the data generally in the tabular format. Like suppose there is bonnet is there, front glass is there, steering is there, tires are there, right? So take 4 or 5 parameters. So you will get the data in something like structured format. Like you have 1 lakh records of this. This is the first record I am putting here. Like suppose bonnet size is there, steering size is there, tire width is there, front glass is there, and we have one column that is a label column. That is the important output column we call. If you understand this example, you can understand whole machine learning. So please give the 100% concentration for next 5 to 10 minutes. You will get the crystal clear idea about the machine learning. After this example, if anyone asks you that, can you tell me what is the machine learning and how machine learning works, or how we train to the machines in the machine learning, you can give the clear answer. Okay. So here you have the different parameters. These are your input parameters. These are your input parameters. And this we call the output parameter. So in the input parameters, we have the first record, suppose bonnet size. I'm taking some random numbers, 30 centimeter, steering size, suppose 10 centimeter, tire width 10 centimeter, front glass 30 centimeter. Yes, it is a car. Okay, there is another example where bonnet size 0, steering size 0, tire width 2 centimeter, front glass 0. It is not a car. Okay. So like that, you have 1 lakh different records. Now what you will do, you have this data. You will pass this data to the machine learning models. Models will learn from this data. So you will tell to the machine learning model, hey machine, see, if you are getting something this as the input, then this is your output. If you are getting this as the input, this is your output. Got it? So here we are not writing any code. Like if the bonnet size is 30 centimeter or between that, steering size is 10 centimeter and between that, tire width is suppose XYZ, front glass XYZ, then this is the car or not. We are not writing these types of rules, what we generally write in our C, C++, any other programming languages. So that the difference creates the machine learning. In machine learning, we tell to the machine just by passing the data, this is the data, learn from this data, this is your input, this is your output. Okay. And you have to get trained from it. So it will create his own pattern. You will pass the data to a machine learning model. It will create the output that it is car or not, yes or no, right? So output will come here. So if you take this example, if you correlate this example with real life, the way we train to our kids in our childhood, like 2 plus 2 is equal to 4, 4 plus 2 is equal to 6, 6 plus 2 is equal to 8. So in the same way, we are passing the input data and output data and mapping that. So our brain works near about on the same functionality. So in 1980s or in that time frame, so the companies find out that or the scientists find out that how exactly this human brain works, how we learn. So there are thousands of neurons are there in our brain, and that neurons get trained with the help of different data sets, different data points, whatever the data we are collecting from our eyes, ears, mouth, nose. So by using that, we are collecting the different data and we are storing that data somewhere in our brain in the neural network structured format. So same thing, scientists done here, the mimicry of that human behavior or human brain. And they find out that if you are passing this, training the data to the models, you can get the output. So after the way we train to the kid, after that, we ask the question to the kid, tell me 6 plus 3. We are expecting the kid should give the answer 9. If he gives the correct answer, you will say that kid is learning. Otherwise, you will train that kid again, right? In the same way, here also, we train the machine learning model first for the 1 lakh times. After that, we test that model. You will pass one new record, suppose here, 29, 9, 9, 29. You will ask model that, tell me what is this? So model tells that it is a car, then you will say, okay, good, it's working fine, or it's learning. If model says that it's not car, it says something different, then you have to train that model again. So this is the fundamental functionality behind the machine learning. I want the confirmation from everyone. Did you understand this machine learning? How exactly this machine learning works? Right, Shubham, fine tuning. Thanks, Ramesh, Shubham, Vivek, Raju, yeah, Mayank, Pratik, Vignesh, Shrikant. Good. I hope everyone has understand what exactly this machine learning and how exactly we train to the machine learning models. If you can understand this, you are the best candidate for the making the career. Means you can understand the whole concept of machine learning, data science, deep learning. So let's take one more. So let's take the next sample. Like here, you have the two images. One is the first image. This is the second image. Can anyone tell what is the difference between these two images? Just check it quickly and tell me what is the difference between these two images, first and second. Details, right? Exactly. So in the first image, you will see the details are more. If you see the tie, if you see the ears, mouth, or the hairs, or the nose. So all the parameters, as compared to this image, you will see that edges which is extracted here are more. So that is called the deep learning. This is called the machine learning. So if you see here, like you have the different parameters in the machine learning. We saw with an example. We took that different high level features. Like we took the bonnet size. We took the front glass, tire width, all these parameters. In the deep learning, we took all these parameters, plus we'll take these small parts, like what is the logo present on the bonnet? What is the icon there? What is the ground clearance? What is the height of the car? What is the width of the car? So by using that, we will try to do the prediction. Now you tell me that which model will be better, machine learning or deep learning? Who will give the better accuracy? So most of us has given an answer DL. So DL will give the better accuracy as compared to machine learning. The reason is that we are taking the more detailed data. We have the more parameters, we have the more features. So by using that, you will train your neural network models. So you will see something, this type of neural network diagrams. In the machine learning, generally these things happens: input layer, middle layer, and we can call the output layer. In the deep learning, you will have the multiple middle layers. In the machine learning, there will be only one middle layer. In deep learning, you will have the multiple middle layers because you have the more data. So you are trying to find out the different objects from the content. Now you can ask the question that means if the deep learning is better, then why you should go for the machine learning? There are some limitations. First is that you will require a large number of data sets or big amount of data to train the models. Otherwise, deep learning models will not work good. Second thing, you will require the expert people to work on the deep learning. People who are working for the deep learning, averagely they're getting the 18 to 25 lakhs package, average package for the deep learning engineers who has the good knowledge. So they are getting this much package. In machine learning, so as I said that accuracy is the concern. If your accuracy is your concern, then you should go for the deep learning. Suppose if you are writing any sentiment analysis code where you want to find that the text is positive or not. So in that case, your 80% of accuracy or 85% of accuracy of machine learning and deep learning is giving the 2% more accuracy. That will not matter for you, right? But if you are miscreating Google Automatic Car or any applications where accuracy is concerned for you, in that case, you have to go with the deep learning. Nowadays, lots of companies are moving toward the deep learning because of accuracy and they have the large amount of data, right? So also, you will require the GPU or TPU to run your applications in the deep learning. You cannot run it on the normal CPUs, at least for training of the large data sets. But nowadays, you can get the Azure or the AWS like virtual machines, and you can train models. So most of the companies are doing that one only. And even for free of cost, you are getting the Google Colab. So you can train your models on Google Colab. So this is the major difference between the machine learning and deep learning. Okay, so let's see what is the skill sets you will require to transform your career here. So the hard skills and the soft skills. So in the hard skill like domain knowledge, computing techniques, mathematics. So domain knowledge, why domain knowledge is required for data scientists? Because data scientists need to work on the different parameters of the data. They want to understand what are the features are there, which feature are important, which feature are not important, which will change the result. There can be the multiple parameters are present in your data sets, but one parameter is there that you don't know that will change the result or not. So the data scientist has to understand that domain, for whichever domain is going to work, he has to understand that domain, which parameter can change the results. He need to understand that. So understanding the domain is very important. Second thing, computing techniques, like he has to learn the algorithms, programming techniques. The one good news is that for the non-technical people, that in Python, most of the data scientists, machine learning engineers are doing the development using Python. Very rarely, some of the scenarios, people use the R. There are some specific scenarios are there, but most of the companies are using the Python for the development. So you will see that in Python, lots of libraries are present. Whatever applications, whatever things you have to build, you will get the different packages. You will import that package and you will get your work done. Right. So that is the biggest advantage for the non-technical people in the programming language part. So, and the second thing is that you don't have to do the lots of coding. And second thing, you are getting the help of the ChatGPT and BERT. So you can ask the questions and you can get that piece of the code. But only thing you have to understand that where to merge that code, from where to copy, where to paste, is how to build your application. So when you are working on any applications, so how to build that application end to end? What are the different small chunks of the code you will require? Everyone is taking the help of ChatGPT. Nothing is wrong in that, right? You have to take it. Definitely whoever will take it, they will be a bit ahead in the market. So you have to take that help, but you have to make sure that you are taking it in the proper direction. It should not be just copy paste. You have to apply your brain. That means what thing you are copying, what exactly you are getting output, what exactly application you are building, is it hampering your performance or anything? So all these things you need to monitor there, right? So multiple things you need to take care when you are working for these projects. You need to understand the different algorithms. Like machine learning have the multiple algorithms like linear regression, logistic regression, decision tree, random forest. Dozens of algorithms are present. You need to understand that which algorithm works how. So in which scenario, which algorithm will best fit. So that understanding is required to have that by the data scientist. Mathematics, basic of mathematics is sufficient nowadays, because you will see due to these algorithms and the programming and the Python, all these things, most of the time we will get the libraries for any complex mathematical operations. If you want to do something research type of work, at that time you will require the strong mathematics. Means if you want to create your own algorithms, so at that time you may require that. But linear regression means the basic of algorithm mathematics like probability, statistics, mean, median, mode, standard deviation, that things you can learn and go ahead. Okay. So in the soft skills like business focus, creative thinking, problem solving, statistical thinking, communication skills. So in the business focus, as I said, that understanding the business and knowing means working with the business closely. So to understand that how this business functions, how the different parameters of the business works, so you can take the proper decisions while working on the data science projects. Creative thinking, suppose there are the two columns. One is the initials and one is the age. So initials like Miss, Mr., Mrs., and age is, suppose this age is missing, here age is present. So how we will fill this miss, means that girl who is not married. So how you will fill that data? Either you will take the average of all data, you will fill it there, or you will take all average of all miss who is not married and put it there. So this is called the one type of creative thinking. So that will come over the practice, means the way we will work in this industry, you will get to know that multiple things. Best way to learn the programming is to learn from your competitors or learn from your colleagues, whatever the GitHub profiles they have, whatever the Kaggle profiles they have. So from that you can learn lots of things. So, but you need to understand that how this functionality programming, all these things works. Doing the coding, doing this programming is not easy, but making your mind that means I can do, that is very difficult. So lots of people fail to make that mindset that I can do that. Means lots of them time they feel that they are in some like a comfort zone. Means if you are working in any company, means you do not go for taking any risk. You feel that means whatever I am doing is, why shall I change? It's going all good. Why to change? But you don't know that lots of things are changing on behind of you. Your management or other organizations, competitors are doing lots of AI related stuff where they are doing the multiple automation related stuff. I will give you one example. Just recently, Miss, we was working for one company, like in Singapore based company, and that company has like Miss 150 plus different locations, and each location has the different managers. Like Miss, some has the two managers, some has the one manager in that offices. So there are about 200 plus managers was working all together, but just approving the customers' orders. Whatever the orders they are getting from the customers, just to approve that orders and give the invoice and all the details to that customer. So here company come to back to us in the 2020, and they asked us that means can we do some automations to get this, because from last 6 years we are doing the same work, all managers are doing the same work, so every day they comes and do the same work, so can we do the automation on that? So that company means get all the data and means we collect all the data, what is their pattern, what are the emails they are getting, how the uploads are happening. After that we applied some machine learning models and given one solutions to them. Through that, most of their solutions, most of their work got automated. The 90% of the people got released or some got shifted to different departments. So this thing happened for that single company. You can imagine that how much things are happening in the background in different companies. Each and every company is doing something where automation is hampering all the jobs. Just recently, I was talking one Meesho guy. So in the Meesho, or for the order processing only, so they was having like means different managers. So this manager is also getting replaced due to the automations and all these things. So they are searching the different jobs. So it is very much required that come out of the comfort zone. And second thing is not only about the comfort zone, the grow or the learning new technologies and learning to technology of the future is very important. If you just imagine that you are staying in the 2020, and if you are doing some work which is generally is fine for the 1990s or 1950s, so that will not be justifiable for you, right? Means you have to upgrade yourself, you have to learn the new technologies, means you have to learn the technologies of the future. So that's very important. You have to come out of your comfort zone and learn these technologies. It's not difficult to do the coding, it's not difficult to learn the programmings. Once you start to learn it, you can do it. But making that mind is very important. Second thing, the problem solving. So in the problem solving, like means when you see any project, means or if you get any application or requirement from the client or any problem statement from the client, So you have to break that problem statement in small pieces. So to divide that in the small chunks and complete that one by one all chunks is very important. If you can do this, you can work on any applications. Even means I have personally, for me also, I have seen lots of people where they was coming from the different backgrounds, but when they start to work on the projects, they just understand the client's requirement very well, understand what are the technologies are there, then divide the problem statement in the with the technological part, that what are the things we can apply for which thing, and get done whole work. Means it feels that initially it's very difficult, but when we start to solve the small one by one problem statements, at the end you will realize that you have completed whole big projects. So these problem solving skills are very important. Okay, and if one more thing is there, that you don't have to lose your confidence that if you are facing any challenges. Lots of time it will happen that you are facing some challenges for one day also, whole day you tried something and it's not working out, but success may be on the second door. So you have to try it again and again until you do not get the success. Once you start to get the success, you will not leave that field. You will be with that field forever. So you will see that you will start to enjoy that domain. You will start to like to work for that projects or for that domains, right? So taking the problems and dividing in the small pieces and then solving it until unless you do not get the solutions is very important. Statistical thinking, that basically, as I said, that inferential, differential statistics and all the statistics will be required. So that thing you have to learn for working on the data science project. So you will understand, I will give you a brief idea about that also. Communication skills, these are the two types of people you will see. If you see even top MNCs, there are the thousands of people who are coming from the different backgrounds and don't have good communication skills, but their development skills or their problem solving skills are good. So companies are not hiring the public speakers, right? They're hiring for the people who can solve their problems. Who can do the development for them, who can solve their critical business problems. So if you can solve that, it does not matter that from where you came, what is your communication skills and all these things. Either you are technical, non-technical, it does not matter, right? So communication skills are not required for the people who are working in the background, but sometimes you may have to go for the client and visit and all these things. In that scenario, you may require to have the good communication skills, but companies hire in that way only. If they are looking for something like problem solving people or people who are working the development part, so they will be different, and people who are going to the client visit or the presentation, all these things, there will be a separate team for that. Okay, so what are the job roles you can get? Like business analyst, data analyst, visualization expert, statistician, data scientist, ML engineer, data engineer, AI scientist, AI engineer. Multiple job roles are present in the market, right? Every company has their customized job roles they are providing. So there is no any limit. But at high level, you have to understand that what is the job role these people are doing. So if you see the business analyst, they generally what they do, they take the requirement from the client, create the low level, mid level requirement documents, BRDs, then pass it to the development team and get the work done from the project managers and all these things that deliver it back to the customers. But the person who has the business analyst work experience plus data science knowledge, he delivers the better or much more things as compared to any normal business analyst. Why? Because he's working with the client. He knows the client domain very well. He knows the client's data very well. He knows the client's requirements very well. So he can create or he can implement the AI in that projects. And when business analysts give the solutions with the AI, clients become much more happier as compared to any normal solutions. So they are looking the smart people who can give the better solutions as compared to just normal or traditional solutions, right? So business analysts with the data science knowledge are getting the much more demand in the market. Data analysts, these are the people who work on the analyzing the data, like suppose political data analysis. So what was the percentage of votes in the which region? What is the caste wise percentage of votes are there? So that analysis, what the people do, there are the multiple, not only the political, thousands of different analysis happens. Organizational growth analysis or the revenue analysis. So multiple analysis required to done. So that analysis, the data analysts work on their part. Okay. So they work on like pandas, numpy like tools, and do that data pre-processing and filtering the data and getting the prediction for the models. Then the visualization experts, these are the people who work on the different tools like Tableau, Power BI. So these are something like tools where you can say the Photoshop or something, Paint, where you can do the drag and drop things. In the same way, Power BI and Tableau also you can do. So that thing, but You will not see that means immediately data scientists are doing in first phase, but after some experience, when they want to represent that data, create some dashboard, all these things, at that time they will require that, right? Statisticians, so these are the people who work on things, understanding the different models, which algorithms or which part of the algorithm will work good for which scenarios, so that they understand well, right? Data scientists, these are the people who has the more understandings of the data analyst part also, statistician also, machine learning, ML engineering part also, data engineering part also. So there are, means you can say they are all rounder. Some in some of the scenarios, some of the companies. Some companies will have the dedicated role for the data scientist. They are working on some specific algorithms or something or some analysis. But in lots of companies, you will see that data scientists are working on the end-to-end roles. You will see that 3-4 data scientists are there and they are doing the multiple job roles there, right? So because of that, data scientist has the more demand in the market. ML engineer, these are the people who work on the engineering part of the algorithms. They understand each and every algorithms, which scenario will require or which program problem statement will require which algorithm. So they know that. So they work on the algorithms part. Data engineers, they collect the data from the different systems and create the data pipelines to pass that data to the different domains like machine learning engineers, data scientists, statisticians, data analysts. So to pass the data to these streams, they work on that part, right? So I hope it was helpful. So if anyone has any questions, please let me know. I will much more happy to answer your queries. I will take some brief idea about the programs what we covers. So let me share my screen once again here. So I will give a brief idea about the program. That InsideAIML is not any institute. We are providing industrial training, or we can say the career transformation service, where you can transform your career to the field of data science, machine learning, and AI. So in this one, we have the few of the important programs, that is Masters in Artificial Intelligence Job Guarantee Program. Then we have like a Masters in Data Science Job Guarantee Program. So I will give the brief idea about this program. So first of all, we are collaborated with the IBM. So here you can see that why IBM is important. When we go for the IBM projects, you will see that multiple things comes there. Means you will not just learn the technologies at high level. You will understand that what are the different IBM projects are there. You will understand the IBM data sets. You will get to work on the different AI projects of the IBMs, or some content from the IBM. So that learning you will get. It's not only for the certifications, it's for the learning also. You will get the access to the IBM's portal also, and you will learn from them also. So this is the collaborated program where you will learn from the IBM plus InsideAIML's Astless partnership. So what is this Astless partnership? The first thing we said that IBM you will get like this types of IBM certifications. Second thing is that Astless. So as I said that we do not just provide the content, we do not just provide the training. It's a platform where we transform the career. So here we have the partnered with the Astelus. Under this Astelus partnership, you will work on the multiple projects where from the Astelus, they have already tapped with the different clients, and what are the requirement they are getting, like from the Ultratech Cements or the Motilal Oswal, from the different clients, what are the requirements they get, you will work on that projects. So you will get the data set from them. You will work on the complex business scenarios of the real-time scenarios, we can say. Okay. So you will get experience to work on the live projects. After completion of this program, you will not be fresher. You will go as an experienced candidate. You will go as an with internship or the experienced candidate. So in this program, it's not like just one things get covered. So it is total 9+ courses that get covered. So if you see here at the curriculum part, so Python Heart of AI, Django, mini megaproducts of Python, statistics for machine learning, mini megaproducts of machine learning, end-to-end data science, deep learning, Power BI, Tableau, OpenCV. So all these things are not covered, right? So if you see the Python, means from the very basics of the different tools, like with different IDs are there. So which ID to use in which scenario, where to use VS Code, where to use the Jupyter Notebook and all these things. Till that, from that till deployment of your application to the Azure, each and everything will get covered. So you will understand how to use the VS Code, what is the requirement.txt file, what is the Docker file, how to create a Docker build, how to install your requirements, which is required for the execution of the program. What are the different .env files are there, .config files are there, what is the .py files are there. So you will get end-to-end understandings of whole project, the way you will work in any company, in the same way you will work here. So we provide that experience. That means you are actually working on some client project, you are working on some live project. So that things you are going to work, you will understand that how the companies are using the different data sets and how they're doing the prediction analysis in the real life. That thing you will work. It's not like just normal Visual Studio, like Jupyter Notebook programs where you will just run your code in some cells. It will not be like that, right? So if you see the syllabus wise in the Python Heart of AI, from very basics, like what is the Python, then data operators, dictionaries in Python, tuples, sets, list and libraries. Then we have the strings, if else conditions. Then we have loops, while loops, Python CSV, import export operations, read write operations, Python Selenium, Python Beautiful Soup. If you want to read the content of this website, how you will do that? So that there you will use the Python Beautiful Soup. Take enter, introduction database, like how to insert your data to the database, how to read the data from there. So that part you will understand how to create your tables, how to delete the rows, add the rows by using the Python. That you will learn here. Exception handling, pandas, numpy, very important libraries for the machine learning and the data science. So that you will learn in the pandas and numpy part. Visualization techniques, regular expressions, data preprocessing, continuous operations. So all the things which is required for the machine learning will get trained here. Then you will see the different projects are here. If you see here, like we have like mini projects, mega projects and live projects. So you will get after each and every sessions. So how it runs, like means first, let's suppose this week we are starting the batch 1st of July. This is our new batch we are starting again. So on the 1st of July, if 6 to 9 session, so 9 before 10 minutes of the 9, like means 8:50, you have to give one quiz there. Once you complete that quiz, you will get that answers of that quiz. You will get to know that means how much progress you have done, how much things you have learned. We'll also understand that what are the things we have to improve. Once you've done that quiz, then on that basis of the sessions, we'll give the assignments. So you will work on the assignments. So you will get much more things to practice in the weekdays. So you will work on the different projects and assignments. So you will do that practice on day-to-day basis. After that, after each and every modules, like after completion of the Python, there will be like some projects are there. So you see that there are the mini projects, mega projects, and live projects. As I said that 43 plus quizzes will be there, 40 plus assignments are there, mini mega projects are there, like 23 mini mega projects are there, mega projects are there, 9 plus mega projects are there, live projects are there. So you can see this, these are the means if you can download these reports. So these types of projects will be there. You can go through the problem statement, that what type of problem statement they was given to us. So these types of problem statements you will work on for the different clients. So if you see the Tesla's one, means actually it was came from one third-party client. So you will work these types of data. So you will get the data set for that, and you will work for that image processing and all these things. Right? That for Motilal Oswal, so you can see that these types of projects will be there. Okay, so you will get chance to work on these real-time industrial projects. So once you complete this whole program, means after completion of the Python, there is a Django, means it's one type of web framework to deploy your applications. So either we can do the Flask or the Django. So we have given the Django the flexi content. It is not part of live classes. So it is one type of web framework. So 35 plus hours of content is there, but that you can go through the recordings, because already means 8+ months of program is running on. So lots of things are there to learn, right? Mini mega projects are there. These are some of the sample projects. Some extra projects will get allocated by the mentors. Statistical, you can see that statistics for machine learning, inference statistics, descriptive statistics, data type, population sample, central tendency, measure of distribution, Z-score, min-max scaling. So correlation, ANOVA techniques, curtices, all topics which is required for statistics for machine learning will get covered. Right? Then we have the machine learning. From the very basics of the different algorithms, like CNN, RNN, there are the linear regression, logistic regression, support vector machine classification, KNN, naive algorithm, decision tree, support vector machine. So all ensemble learning, all topics which is required to become a smart data scientist, or to the part is required in machine learning, that we have covered here, right? Till the deployment, how to create your Docker containers. You will see at the end, there is like LDA is there, then Docker containers, how to create your Docker containers and how to deploy that to the Azure. So there will be a separate session for that. Then the mini mega projects of the machine learning. Under that, you will have like different projects like employee attrition rate detection, Boston Hospital's prediction, classification of COVID X-rays, classification of flowers, sentiment analysis, stock price prediction, sales forecasting. Then we go for the end-to-end data science part, where you will understand explore data analytics part, feature encoding, scaling, smoothing techniques, then the performance metrics, time series, visualization, dimension reduction. Because in machines, means in algorithms, you will see that there are the hundreds of different parameters are present. So which parameters choose, which to ignore, so that you can take the decision with the help of dimension reduction algorithms. Spacey word embedding. So when you talk with Alexa, hey Alexa, sing a song. So how Alexa understand that you given the instruction to sing a song? So they decode that sentence in small pieces. What is the different entities are there? What is the adjective? What is the verb? What is the noun? What is the dependency between the adjective and noun? So that dependencies will extract. So by using the Spacey and NLTK, you can do that. Spacey is very powerful tool. You can see, so if you get chance to work on Spacey, definitely it is part of natural language processing, we say, and there is huge demand for NLP in right now in the market. Lots of each and every company require the NLP somehow. Each and every company. Either it is in whichever domain, it is service-based industry or the product-based industry, you will see that all companies are looks the NLP engineers. Right. Then we have the boosting technologies, projects, spam detection, FIPAT, resume filtering, data case study, breast cancer prediction. So then interview preparation part. So as I said that after your modules, like once you complete the Python, then the Python interview part will be there. So under the each and every interview, there will be like first of all, we'll check your resumes. We'll ask, we'll take one separate sessions. There will be the 4 dedicated session. One is the resume building session. We conduct the 2 different resume building sessions. So one is the initial session. Second is the once you build the resumes, then we do some verifications and the cross check that is it correct or not. Then we take the separate session for that. Our backend team also do that, but we do it on the live, because if there are the 40-50 people, so it becomes more interesting to see the others resumes and modify your resumes, right? So that we do there. After that, there will be like when we go for the interviews, before that there will be we are saying our interviews, not the client interviews, our mock calls I'm saying. Okay, so before that there will be 3 sessions will be there on the interview preparation. One is the LinkedIn profile building, so that is the brand building part will be there, and GitHub Kaggle session will be there, how to build your profile on the GitHub and Kaggle. So these types of 3 sessions, dedicated separate sessions will get conducted. Once you complete your build your resumes, our team will verify that resumes are good or strong enough or not. Then you will get access to the mock calls. So unless your resumes are not strong, you have to make it improvements. If your resumes are getting selected from our mentors or our team, 90% of your resumes will get selected in the client companies. It depends on the that company's requirement and all the if your JD is matching or not. If you are giving the for NLP engineer requirement is there and you have given the image processing there, so that definitely it will get rejected. So that JD match and all these things will be there, but 90% of the scenarios your interview will get shortlisted, your resume will get shortlisted. So that is the one important thing you will get from here. So after each and every sessions, Python, machine learning, we conduct the mock calls, and finally, once completed your live, your deep learning, we start to work on the live project of the AskTellus. So that live project will be in collaboration with IBM, in collaboration with AskTellus. There is a separate team of the AskTellus will come in the picture. They will allocate you some tasks and you have to work on that live project. So you will get all the way, all the directions which is required to transform your career, right? We have the deep learning after that. So as I said, that deep learning has the most demand in the market right now. So you will understand what is the different topics we require to learn, like artificial neural network, gradient descent, backpropagation, activation function, normalizations, optimizers, loss functions, CNN, RNN, predictive neural network. Then we have the RNN is for the text processing, CNN is for the image processing. Then we have the BERT, Albert. So if you know that Google BART, so Google BART is somewhere depends on the Google BERT algorithm. So that BERT algorithm also we cover. So that is also that level of complexity that we call the pre-trained neural network models, right? So these types of complex algorithms we will learn here, LSTM, GRU, right? So these are the different projects also we get covered. Power BI, Tableau, as I said that these are the some type of the drag and drop tools, so which is required to represent or create some dashboard. Generally for the business analyst or the data analyst people or the visualization expert people, this is required. Sometimes data scientists also use to representation. So that things also will cover. There will be one a few separate sessions for the Power BI, and Power BI and Tableau will be there in the Flexi content also. Near about 50 plus hours of content is there in the Flexi content. Plus you will have the live sessions as well for the Power BI, not for the Tableau. For Power BI, we are providing that. Then OpenCV is there. So this is the overall about the syllabus. So we are the providing the best syllabus with the from the best quality mentors from the different professionals who are working on the different AI projects. Okay, these are some of the top companies we have the types with. 250 plus different companies are there altogether type with, but these are the few of the top companies. So you can see this is the program. The program fee is actually 1,10,000, but this program fee is going to be increased from this is the last batch, which is starting on the 1st, and today is the last day of the registration. So today we are providing the 10% discount on this program, so you can enroll at 1 lakh rupees for this program. Okay, so in this whole program, we are providing end-to-end training from the basics of the Python till your whole journey of deploying your application to Azure, all the projects and everything we are covering here. So if you have like it will be like it's not that much amount. You can go for the no cost EMI. So it will cost you somewhere like 5,000 to 8,000 depends on the tenure. So if you have the credit card, you can go for the more tenures. If you have the like finance partner, if you want to go with the finance partner, like we have the two finance partners, Credence and Advance. So if you want to go with them, it will charge it is no cost EMI. So it will cost you somewhere like 8,000, 7,000 rupees in that range. So that is the overall program fee. So if you're investing that amount, after the 6 months, 8 months, you will see it has given much more returns. So I have myself when I was invested 1 lakh rupees on learning, the package which I got initially the 18 lakhs in the first phase in the in 2015. So first package immediately which I got after the first jump from the SharePoint to the data science. After that it continuously increasing. So it's lots of things are you will get to learn in the data science machine, and this is the technologies of the future. If you're investing on learning, you will not waste your single money. You will not waste your single rupees. You will get the best out of that. So instead of investing on anywhere else, you should invest on yourself first. So this is the right time to start the learning technology of the future. Quickly, I will show you that LMS, lots of new announcements are coming in the LMS. So new LMS will be, you will get access to the new LMS when you will join. So this is the one of the current LMS we have. So we'll get the flexi content, live class recordings, classes, check your progress section, quiz, assignments, live projects, certificates. So in the flexi content, you will get the recorded content, whatever the modules like Python, machine learning, data science, deep learning, all modules you will get in the flexi content in the form of recorded format. Okay, access to the whole LMS portal once you enroll, you will get that access, and it will work and there will not be any issues. So if you have any questions, please put in the chat message. I will take one by one all questions. Pratik, call all the classes with the live classes. So there is a two types of classes. One is the live classes, one is the recorded classes. So live classes are something you will get the every weekend, Saturday, Sunday, 3 hours of live classes are there, and you will get access to the recorded course content also, which is for the weekends. So you can learn from that, you can go through that, and you can get help of that as well. What will the entry level salary for the IT industries? Just 1 second, I will cover this question. So entry level package for the inside Mr. data scientist is goes between 3 lakhs to 6 lakhs, but it increases as per your skill sets. So if you have the good skills, you can expect between like above 8 lakhs, 9 lakhs also. So it depends altogether on your current what are the skill sets you have, what are the technologies you have worked on all these things. So, but the people who has 1 or 2 years of experience, the average package goes for them is like between the 12 lakhs, 16 lakhs, 18 lakhs, even 25 lakhs in that range. Okay. So can I, as a non-technical guy, can I transform my career? Yeah, it does not matter that you are coming from the technical or non-technical. So we have seen that hundreds of people comes from the non-technical background and they can transform their career. The reason is that, first of all, in data science, you will not require lots of coding experience. You will not require that you should be like hardcore coder. It's lots of work you will do on the data and science part, data analytics part, or processing the data, managing the data. So in that process, yeah, a few of the scenarios you will require some more coding, but most of the scenarios you will work on the data analytics part. So you will use the like NumPy, Pandas, like tools in the Python, and you will do that one. Yeah, but you have to do that practice. So it's not like that without doing anything from your end, you will learn these things and you will make your career. Companies will give you the 20 lakhs and 25 lakhs package, then don't make that assumptions. So you will require that you have to put your efforts also from your end. Duration of the course is the 8 months. So in this 8 months, 8+ months it goes, like 8.5 months it goes. 6 months will be the practical training and 2 months will be the live project. Do I have to own the high-end powerful PC? No, Nitin, it's not required. It's not required to have the powerful PCs. Even the normal i5 or i3, i7 is fine. If you want to do something powerful, you will get the Google Colab. So on the Google Colab, you can do that thing. See, Chandra, age constraints are not there. So age constraints, what happens now if you have like 10 years of experience, 15 years of experience, you will get that level of job. You will get that level of work there. So you will not do the basic of things there. So with your domain knowledge, with your experience and all these things, you will get a total different work to work on. So if you see that in the market, there are the people who has like 30, 40 years of experience and they are doing the data scientists because they have the different level of experience. I'm banking sector for last 5 years. How this course going to help me? So because if you know that in the banking sector, lots of companies are doing lots of automations. So even like for the cash counter till all the backend works, everywhere AI is coming. So in the same whatever the domain knowledge you have, the 5 years of domain knowledge, if you apply that in the data science and machine learning field, you will get much more help of that, and you can transform your career very easily in the same field, in the same type of companies where the data scientists, machine learning engineers are required with the domain knowledge of the banking industry. We are getting this types of people, lots of people coming from the banking or the telecom or the healthcare industry, and they are transforming their career in the same industries with the data science knowledge. Yes, is the recommended configuration. I think Nitin, I covered your question. Shubham, freelancers experience count is in it. Yeah, you have to show your experience. You have to sell yourself in the proper way, that whatever the experience you have, how you present your experience, how you present your work, that matters when to crack the interviews. It means that each and every class will in the live in the weekend. Yes, every class will be then live in the weekend. I have freelancing experience, WordPress designing, Facebook ads, e-commerce. Would that count, sir? No, so this is the different experience. So this experience will not get counted, but you can show that you have worked some data-driven digital marketing programs. So where you have applied the data science and machine learning in that domain. So if you show that, then that means that experience will get counted, and you can transform your career into your same domain, because in the marketing field there is lots of data science and data analytics people are required nowadays. I'm transition from the military to corporate in the new technical knowledge job there. Yeah. So Chandra, let me cover your question. So Chandra, as you are saying that when you're coming from this background, that without non-technical background, we have seen that lots of people has transformed their career, but it depends on how much efforts you are putting there. So if you are not putting the efforts, and if you are feeling that InsideAIML will just give you the ready-made jobs in your hand, that will not happen. So you have to put your efforts, you have to practice the things, So at the end, miss, you will get the good results, you will get the good package. We have the 100% job guarantee. We are providing that job guarantee because of that, because we are providing the practical work experience. And if you have the practical work experience, there is huge demand for that people in the market. If you go for any company for any interview, the first question they will ask that, tell me about your last project experience, tell me about your last company, right? So here, if you don't have the answers to the questions, your chances of getting selection decreases. But if you can tell that you have worked on some projects and all these things, your chances increases there itself. Can you share any current? Yeah, so Pratik, I covered this question. We have missed 100% track records of the placements there. So on the portal also it's there. So if you have any more questions, please put in the chat message. I will like to take that one. Job locations, it depends on which companies you are applying, what the locations they are providing. Some companies provide the work from home, some companies do not provide. So it depends on the company to company. Travel industry, non-technical, 27-year-old. So is it possible to join this course? And is there any possibility to get the good job at this point of time? Yeah, Miss 3DB Besh, I think if I can pronounce your name correctly, there are the thousands of openings are there in the market for the in the same sector of the transportation itself. So you will see that there are lots of EIs getting implemented in the transportation sector, right? So in that industry, there is a specific requirement comes for the people who has their good knowledge of that industry, plus data science and machine learning knowledge. So definitely you can transform. You have to learn these things, projects related to the transportation. You have to work on that types of projects. What about the support system? Survival learning. You will get the two types of support. One is the WhatsApp groups. There is a different WhatsApp groups. You can put your questions. Your colleagues or our mentors will reply there. Second thing, we have like discussion forum. You can put your questions on discussion forum. They will help you. So you will get end-to-end support. You can ask the questions in the live classes. So you can share your screen and you can showcase that what are the things you have worked on. So or if you are facing any challenge, that help also will get there. Yeah, so batch is going to start from the first. So this is the last batch we are starting in this program phase. After that, the next batch will start. It will go for the like 1,45,000. So that batch will not become in that offer. So this is the last offer we are providing for this program because we are adding lots of value addition for the people who are to transform someone careers. It's definitely, it's not like that taking all the people and by taking the, if anyone says you will transform by taking the 50 or 60,000 rupees, don't trust them because it requires the efforts of the multiple people. You will require the 3-4 mentors. You will require the HR team. You will require the separate content head, that support mentor. You will require the HR head. You will require the different people who will help you to make your business, support you to make your resumes. Multiple things happens there in the background. So if someone says that they're just trying to sell the program in that cost, right? So don't get cheated by someone. So it's very much required. Some people will say that will pay us after the placement. So this is the one of the fraud. They take the bond of the program fee will be about 2 lakhs, 3 lakhs, and they will give you offer of XYZ their own company. And after the 2 months, they will release you from there. But your EMI will start, and you cannot deny that. So that things are happening in the industry. So make sure, okay, this you do not get trapped in the such scenarios. So lots of good opportunities are there to work on. You can learn the things at InsideAIML from the basics till the top of the deep learning and machine learning. Number of students in one batch will be between the 55 to 65 in that range. Sometimes it goes to 70, but not more than 70, 72. Maximum it will go to 70. Okay. So I hope we have covered lots of questions. So thanks for your joining, and I appreciate your efforts you are putting to learn things. So thanks everyone. Yeah, Pratik, you will get the mentor also there, personal mentor will be there. So he will help you. Okay, so thanks everyone. Thanks for joining. Shubham, international opportunities, it depends on, we have some openings there also in Canada and in UK, Australia, but it depends, means you are eligible for that or not. It multiple criteria comes there. So your visa and all these things comes into the picture. So, but we have openings for there also. Okay, so thanks everyone. Thanks for joining.